It's Dude, I'm Not a Chef. From China, we love it so much when you like, share, subscribe, even comment. So much so that we've listened to some of the statements that you make, and you guys are like, why are you always in the kitchen? So today, we out and about at a place called Holy Smokehouse. Doesn't that just sound good? Kopanyam, by the name of Unathi Mhlati, aka Sticks, has a company that you need to order and know about. Today we're going to be making duck, some lamb ribs. Hey, it's about to go down. I love food, you do too. So let's prepare it. Remember, dude, I'm not a chef. When I see you got lamb here, you got a fire going. You know, Nile.
This we call an ugly drum smoker.
A what?
Ugly drum smoker.
Okay.
Because literally it's an oil drum. You know?
Orimbaula.
Yeah, Orimbaula.
yeah.
Convert it into a smoker.
So you make this yourself or you buy it?
I've got a guy, Big George, George. He's my guy, so he makes my smokers.
Okay.
So literally with this, the beauty of this is that it is compact. You know, so it's better than a trailer smoker or a cabinet smoker. You know?
Okay.
You get like 5 different types of smokers. You know?
Let's before we get into the intricacies of it, right? Yeah. For someone who doesn't know what smoking is, there's cooking, there's braai'd, there's smoking, which is what's happening here.
Yeah.
What is smoking?
Smoking is literally putting meat in a closed environment. Putting some wood chips for flavor.
Okay.
So if I use, for instance, we have a duck in here.
Yeah.
So the wood, I use the cherry wood to give it
a cherry flavor.
Okay. And now the beauty of smoking, it's almost like if you take it back home to Eslalin, you know, it's that concept of slow cooking.
Okay.
So this is like slow frying.
So you're creating an environment with flavor and heat.
Yeah.
So inside here, what do we have?
Inside here we have a duck. The duck's been wrapped already.
Okay.
Duck takes about 4 hours
to prepare correctly. Okay.
You know? So now we're actually in the final phase where we've marinated it with some secret sauce.
Okay.
And then now we've wrapped it in some foil so that it stays tender and juicy.
Tell me about the secret sauce. This is a secret sauce that only Holy Smokehouse makes.
Yes.
So if you want to get a taste of that, you know who to call. All right. So how long is this going to be in here for?
It's probably got another 30 minutes to go.
Another 30 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We've got a fire going here, bonfire. It's a pity there's no ladies. Otherwise, we'd be telling campfire stories. I also noticed you got lambs. Or a rack of lamb rather. Can we go into the process of we marinate the soy bomba?
No, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. So, bro, I've known you, I think, for a good 15, 20 years. I met you to say he liked it. I was a small piggy. At the time, you used to host one of the best parties in the Eastern Cape called City Summer. Tell me about that before we speak about this amazing rack of lamb.
Wow.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, totally. Like a wild one. So, back in the days, I mean, there used to be this, should I say, culture or ritual of everyone would go back home. Home being the EC, you know, Kata and whatever. You know, you'd literally be like, let's go to the beach, you know, you're home, you know, and I think the only way you can really experience that you're home is by actually hanging out by the beach with everyone you grew up with.
Yeah.
You know, and literally we saw a gap, you know, me and my friends. Because it's four of us who started it actually, and we saw a gap and we were like, here's a venue, you know.
It's all good, we're not at home.
The idea behind it was, I think we had gone to the 60s In Mouthtown, actually.
Which used to be a thing, yeah.
Which used to be a thing. And, you know, driving to Mafikeng, we didn't even know where we were going. But literally, you had traffic cops directing you and asking, are you going to the 60s?
Because they know.
You know? And they know. And literally, that one event changes the economy in that one weekend. And we were like, how about we try this in Port St. John's, you know?
Why Port St. John's though?
Port St. John's it's got that thing. It feels like you're...
It's giving Vegas.
Yeah, it feels like you're somewhere. Like, it could almost be like a Miami type vibe, you know?
Yeah. And not because it's pretty, but it's away from everything, but close enough to everything.
Exactly.
I knew I was going to a real party when I was driving with my brother, and we couldn't find ice in the whole of Umtata. When you can't find ice because there's a party happening in a different city, you gotta know it's real. But look, just stepping away from the food, we've got a rack of lamb ribs here. You've added salt. What's the best way to prepare lamb ribs?
Lamb ribs are salt and thyme herbs. So this is a mixture of salt and thyme.
What type of salt is this?
It's just sea salt.
Sea salt, regular salt.
Yeah.
No pepper.
No pepper.
Why?
Not with lamb. You know, you just wanna taste
the lamb.
The lamb.
Yeah.
You know? So it's thyme with lamb is like what duck fat is to potatoes. You know, it's
explain that because some people think hot water noodles.
It's like they're related. You know, it's like the first time I used duck fat on my potatoes, I was like, God damn. Like,
what have I been doing my whole life?
What have I been doing my whole life? Like, why does it taste like this?
Yeah,
you know, like, it's they're related to each other. You know, it's like beef and rosemary.
Yeah. A little bit of garlic, you're done. Yeah.
Totally.
So you're adding salt here. What else are you gonna
add? For now, this is it. So now we're gonna hang it inside the smoker, and then give it like an hour.
Okay.
And then after that, we're gonna spritz it with a concussion of some olive oil and vanilla Coke for flavor.
I love the words. And where do you get vanilla Coke in 2025? It's a real concussion. So we've got our rack of lamb ribs, only salt that we've added on here. What's the next process so people understand out there?
Next process is to hang it. So we're gonna put some hooks in it, and then we're gonna hang it in the smoker.
For how long?
For an hour.
For an hour. Yeah. We also have the duck that's in there. If someone is trying to buy one of these, how much would it be?
One of these babies goes for about 4.9.
Okay, 5,000
with training included
on how to use it.
Yeah, on how to use it.
And if I'm a person trying to purchase a rack of ribs or a duck from you directly, how much would that cost?
Okay, duck goes for 450, I think.
450.
Yeah.
This is the whole duck.
Yeah, whole duck, smoked. Lamb ribs go for 420.
420.
Yeah, full rack of lamb ribs. Duck, usually you're looking at about a 2 kilo duck that feeds about 6 people.
And then this should feed another.
Lamb ribs, 8 lamb.
They do delicious.
You know, that's the thing.
If they say it feeds 5, you must divide that by 2. Yeah.
It feeds 2.
Let's go let's get to all of that.
So we're hanging.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, as you know, we got the duck cooking. It's already looking juicy. We just added a rack of ribs, and they are lamb with only salt, nothing else. What's the next step, my brother?
While we wait for these babies to get ready, so we'd pull out my baby smoker and put some wagyu patties there and make some wagyu burgers while we kill time.
For those who don't know what wagyu is, please explain what wagyu is. Because there's steak and then there's wagyu.
Wagyu is basically Japanese cow.
Okay.
That is treated first class. So literally, they listen to classical music.
They listen to music.
Yeah, they listen to music. They get beer. They get massages. You know. So basically, besides the treatment the cows get, Wagyu, it's all about the
Is it the fat in between?
The fat in between, but I just forgot the word for it now. What is it? Why did I forget?
And this is why the show is called Do the Mother Chef.
Why did I forget it? Yeah, literally, the beauty of it is the ratio of fat and meat is balanced out in a way. You know, so it's almost like when you bite into it, it melts.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're biting into the fat and the meat at the same time.
Exactly.
Because of how it's treated.
Yeah.
Alright, stick around. Do the
marbling.
How
so
do you
the ratio of marbling
is equivalent or equal.
Yeah, it's equal. So the fat is, you know, like if you get a sirloin, the fat will be
on one side.
On one side. With this one, it is intertwined.
How would I use it in a sentence? Because I want to flex one day. The marble and this Wagyu is rather tremendous. Is that? Yeah. Alright, okay, well everything is smoking, we got the fire going. We're gonna get some Wagyu burgers going. Stick around, let's do another chef. If you haven't liked, share, or subscribe, uno more now. Alright, so South Africa is South Africa and load shedding is load shedding. But the good thing is we've got a smoker happening here. I slowly understanding plastics why we now do.
Yeah.
No? Inside here we still have our ribs that are cooking. Just demonstrate to what's cooking.
Lamb ribs on the smoke, sizzling away slowly. We're about to wrap them in some foil so that they're succulent and tender, and we can pull them off the bone.
And all you've got there is salt, nothing else.
Salt and some thyme herbs. That's all.
So what's the purpose of the whole foil situation?
To make it tender, so you make it fall off the bone and you give it a chance to like almost rest, you know.
Oh, I want that. That looks fantastic. If I was at home, I'd eat it already. But let's put that back in the fire. Our duck is also almost ready, from what I understand.
It's falling off the bone already.
The words like succulent were created for moments like this. Right, so we've got some Wagyu patties. Explain to people that don't understand what Wagyu is. Are your hairstyle?
It's basically Japanese cow. It's meat. It's got a marbling. So marbling is the ratio of fat between the meat.
Yeah.
You know. So literally, you get the fat inside the meat.
So it's a mixture of the actual flesh and the fat.
Yeah.
It's a good combination.
Exactly. So it literally tastes like butter on your tongue.
Ooh.
It just melts away.
I love me anything that melts. Let's get these Wagyu patties going. When we come back, it might be doing another chef, but when we taste, I'm China duck, lamb, Wagyu. I went no shit. So there's always a debate around steak, you know, and how it should be enjoyed. Is it well done, medium rare, whether it's Wagyu or not, right? Because it's steak, there's a whole conversation about it. But what I wonder if you have it well done that you're not having steak.
Yeah. No, I think I come from low school of thought where well done, I don't do well done.
No?
You know, like what's the point? You know? Because see, the beauty of the meat is that you have to treat it the right way to get the best experience out of it.
You have to treat it the right way to get the best experience out of it.
Yeah. So literally you get a proper A cut or whatever. Let's say it's sirloin, right?
You get a proper A cut sirloin
steak.
Yeah.
How I'd prep that is I would literally just baste it in a little bit of olive oil, put my salt, put my pepper, get my fire at the right temperature, obviously, you know, and literally just put that there and let it sizzle away, you know, for 5 minutes max. I want it medium rare.
Is this 5 minutes on each side or?
No. So it's gonna be like 3 minutes on one side and 2 minutes
on the other. Yeah.
Yes, and then I rest it.
What's the point of it resting? Because
you see the beauty. It's like when you do smoked brisket, for instance.
Yeah.
It's always best to rest it in a cooler box, in an empty cooler box that has no ice in it. You know.
Okay.
You want it to retain that heat. That's the beauty of a cooler box. It works both
maintaining
ways,
the heat.
It maintains the heat. And then it maintains the heat while not cooking it. So literally all the blood is flowing to every corner of that piece of meat, and that's what the job of resting is. It's to get
all
blood
the flavor out,
flowing to every single corner, so that when you bite it this side, it's oozing this side, that side.
I've never heard that explanation in my life.
That's why you rest meat. It's for the blood to flow evenly to every corner. Well, not blood, I mean the juice.
Yeah. No, look, enough resting. I think let's at least taste the duck. I want to try those lamb ribs. As soon as I'm not a chef, we gotta eat now. Hey, lamb elephant.
Let's get the duck.
Yeah, I almost said kote, but nigga, zindala zombie. Okay, duck first. We're gonna come back for the lamb.
Yeah,
right?
we'll come back for the lamb.
Alright, so this has been roasting for a couple of hours. Duck, queen duck. Let's get dangerous. So would you say duck is the best tasting chicken?
Totally. Yeah.
Because I'm like on the duck. Same ballpark, ne?
Cousins.
Ne?
Yeah, distant cousins, but cousins.
Should I grab one of your dangerous knives?
Yes, please.
You've got this one. What is this one for?
This one I won at one of the smoking competitions that I didn't win at. So every time you don't win,
they give you a knife.
They give you a knife.
Really? Yeah. Well, I've got you here, bro. Obviously, you're available on Uber Eats and all these different platforms. Can you just break down what is the best way to get a hold of you, get a hold of your food, and the types of different services that you can do, even in trying to experience Indo Yenzai?
I'm on Uber Eats on weekends for now.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get it up to starting on a Wednesday.
So Uber Eats from Friday
to Sunday.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get in Wednesdays, like have Wagyu Wednesdays. So Wagyu Wednesdays would be 2 cheeseburger Wagyu burgers for $300 only on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, and also have some lamb ribs,
on the same day as well.
On the same day as well, only on a Wednesday.
So Saturday till Sunday, your times?
Saturday to Sunday from 2 p.m. till 2 a.m.
On Uber Eats. Yeah.
On Uber Eats, and you can also reach out on me on my TikTok too.
That's what you're pushing as well.
Yeah.
I know this sucks. Is there a number that people can actually call you from directly?
Yeah. 082-267-8913. I also do private events and functions, but you gotta at least give me a couple of days in advance.
And come with that money. Alright, I wanna jump in. We've got that there. The patties are still cooking, as is the
lamb ribs.
Lamb ribs are there. May I?
Yeah.
What do you think I should go with first?
I'd go with the burger first and then come for the duck.
Okay, before I jump in, we need to name this whole entire experience. What is this experience called?
The Holy Smoke Wednesday.
The Holy Smoke Wednesday. You know the number? Go ahead and follow on the socials. Here's the taste. I'm about to give my rating. I'm starting with a Wagyu burger. Yeah. The smoke element is so real. So you said how much for wait? Yeah. This is the best burger I've ever had. And I'll tell you why. For the first time, I understand why the other things are there. I get the gherkins, I get the rocket, I get everything else, because it complements the fucking beef. It makes sense. Are you a let ass? Yeah, okay. That's a 10 out of 10. Well done. Yeah, okay. Shit. Now the drumstick is my favorite piece in any chicken. I feel like it was designed to be eaten. Waste in South Africa. Oh, fuck that. So what did you put in here?
So it's duck with salt and thyme, and also secret sauce.
Secret sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, lamb is the star of the party, though.
No, I'm not sure. So you remember when you said the cousin, your mleko? It's like umleko. Umleko is hot body chicken, but it's so soft and buttery and sophisticated. Wow. Nah, I would. If you don't know about it, put yourself on. Here's the thing about South Africans, man. We wait for the rest of the world to tell us what's amazing. Why must America tell us that that is dope when we already know? Why should we wait for anyone else to tell you that holy smoke is fucking amazing? This is a real Smokehouse, my friend. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, dude.
I like you talking back.
For sure.
Go on and chat. Oh, and dude, I'm not ashamed.